Jim Letten was at one time a long-serving and powerful United States attorney appointed by President Bush. Senator Landrieu took the unusual step of lobbying President Obama for Mr. Letten to keep his job. There are remaining questions about what role Attorney General Eric Holder played in putting pressure on people like Jim Letten to have me prosecuted in 2010. We were in New Orleans for an unrelated investigation and decided to give Mr. Letten a copy of Breakthrough, and you'd be amazed by his reaction. A book?
I'd like to give you a book.
Listen to me. Listen to me, hobbits, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. Pay attention to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. You went to my house.
Yeah.
You terrorized my wife. You're violating federal law. You're violating state law. You're trespassing. You're a nasty little cowardly spud. All of you. You're hobbits. You are less than I can ever tell you. You are scum. Do you understand? I didn't prosecute your case, asshole.
New York Times best-selling book. New York Times best-selling book. It talks all about it.
I recused. Here. I recused from your case. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. You're violating federal law. You spend your life as a snail. You do weird little political things. You're a horse's ass. Stay away from my family. Stay away from me. Stay away from my house. Stay away from this institution. If you want to be a political, extremist nut job, that's fine. Don't break the law. Now, let me tell you something for the record. I recused from your case, buddy. I recused from your case for reasons I can't give.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. You were properly prosecuted by the U.S. Department of Justice because you improperly and under ruse, like you did on my telephone, using incorrect information, got into a U.S. Senator's office under disguise.
Showed my real driver's license, too.
Do you understand?
Showed my real driver's license at the entrance of the building, sir.
I'm not going to listen. I'm telling you, I've got you on tape here telling me, you are harassing a former U.S. attorney. I've got you on tape doing it. I've got you trespassing on my family's property. I've got you harassing my wife. You are a nasty little coward, okay? Do you understand?
Did you leak my emails? Did you leak my emails to the press, sir?
I didn't leak anything.
My private attorney-client privileged emails were leaked to members of the press. Who sent those emails out, sir? Was it you?
I don't interview with you.
You resigned in disgrace.
Listen, I'm telling you.
And now you're a dean of an institution at law school?
Stay away from my family,
Read the book.
Nasty little spud.
Read the book.
Nothing written by you.
All right, we're leaving. Thank you.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
It's not that easy.
Come here. Sir.
It's not that easy.
Left a message from me saying lying as he normally does.
What's the issue here? I guess my
Shut up!
Am I being detained?
So.
Am I being detained, sir?
Oh, you are being detained.
Yes, sir.
First of all, like I'm explaining to you guys, Tulane University is private property.
As you can see, police detained us after Letten walked up to us on Tulane's campus and we asked him questions. Notice how we did not terrorize Mr. Letten's family.
You went to my house.
Yeah.
You terrorized my wife.
We simply walked up to his door to see if he was home and then left. Is this Mr. Jim Letten's house? Is he home? May I speak with him?
No, you're not.
Okay. Can I give you a copy of the book?
No, you cannot.
You don't want the book?
No.
We have to leave. Come on.
Right, let's do it.
The fact that we did not have a big news logo doesn't afford us any less First Amendment rights than Fox 5 News or any other news bureaus. He said we were trespassing.
You're trespassing.
Tulane University is private property.
Note the Supreme Court establishes that members of the general public have the right to walk on the grounds of a university even if they have no connection with the university. Then Mr. Letten, a dean of Tulane Law School, appeared to just make up a crime in front of police, harassing a former United States attorney.
You're harassing a former U.S. attorney?
He engaged in a minor assault in front of officers, seeming to think he could act with impunity. And Mr. Letten violated Tulane University's speech policy that specifies individuals in the Tulane University are expected to act and speak with scrupulous respect for human dignity of others.
You are scum.
The Tulane University speech policy also prohibits verbal intimidation and threats.
The issue here, I guess my
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And then there was that whole spud thing.
You're a nasty little cowardly spud.
What exactly did he mean by that? What type of behavior does this outrageous conduct demonstrate? A man who cared about his ethical obligations as a prosecutor and current dean? Or a man whose team abused their office and improperly used the full weight and force of the Department of Justice to wrongly prosecute citizen journalists, once again trying to put journalists in jail for activities no different than the established media outlets? It should be Mr. Letten's own activities that should be looked at by Tulane University and the American people. Our tapes in New Orleans were previously destroyed so that nobody could see what actually happened. This time, sunlight will win the day. Mr. Letten wasn't the only one in the academic community who would call the police on us for walking up with a film crew and asking a question. With the Department of Justice attempting to jail journalists at Project Veritas, and a continued discussion about a selectively enforced shield law, the answers to our questions about what constitutes journalism and why the establishment doesn't consider us journalists are more important than ever. Here are some of our other interactions with journalists, academics, and journalism professors when we confronted them about the need to speak truth to power. We're outside the Columbia School of Journalism today. Now we're going to confront reporters at the Bergen Record newspaper to see if they're interested in speaking truth to power.
Sir, don't take me. I'm not giving you permission to use this for anything.
Your security, and you're throwing me out of the journalism building?
Don't kill the messenger.
Would you be interested in our message of truth to power?
Could you please turn that off?
Hello, Mr. Rosen. This is James O'Keefe. Why not print the full transcript on the Record website and give it in?
It's not what we do.
That's not what you do?
It's not what we're going to do.
Well, but you do realize that
It's rare that we do. Pardon?
well, I'm required as a journalist. My adversaries ask me to put the full raw tapes out there. Why shouldn't you put the full raw tapes out there?
Because they've exercised their editorial discretion not to do so.
The Bergen Record?
Oh, the Burger, are they in this building?
Yeah.
They won't send anybody on to talk to you, huh?
No. Kevin Whitmer, the editor-in-chief of the New Jersey Star-Ledger, is he available? I would like to show him this book.
We can't allow you to do that.
I don't understand why what I do is at odds with what you do. He actually referred us to his attorney. This journalist is referring us to his attorney.
You are scum.
That's why I'm leaving you.
And now, most journalists seem like publicists, and they just want to promote your thing, and they don't want to rock the boat. But when it comes down to politics, you think, why aren't you exposing these frauds, you pussies?
And I'm tweeting at him. I'm asking him to come down to give us an interview. I said, can I interview you? Hello, Mr. Rosen. This is James O'Keefe. 15 seconds, he says, no, and hangs up the phone.
It drives me nuts, like in your case in Louisiana where they destroyed that evidence, to see them get away with that without any exposure. Why isn't that on the front page of the New York Times? And okay, fuck the New York Times. Why isn't it on the front page of some kid's blog? Like, get out there with your cameras, kids. That's what journalism should be about, taking risks. But they all seem so scared and they all seem so determined to do what they're told and toe the company line. It really is confusing, really. Where are the balls?
Journalism is not terrorism. Journalism can be enraging to people in power. Journalism can sometimes even be frightening to people in power. But journalism is not terrorism. Reporting on what governments do, even when those governments prefer to keep those actions secret, is not terrorism. Terrorism is a real and discrete thing in the world. It is not an all-encompassing term that you apply to everything the government doesn't want you to do.